Rockets bounce back, level series with Game 4 win over Spurs. James Harden danced. He had the Spurs LaMarcus Aldridge towering over him, and with eyes wide, he slammed the ball between his legs and jab-stepped. He faked a rise to shoot and crossed over again. Finally, as if playing to the music in his head, he fired a three, nailing it over Aldridge's reach, and the Rockets' high-flying, three-shooting offense was fully engaged again. With their season likely on the line, the Rockets went full Rockets. They went small and swift and three-happy. They gave up buckets in the paint, but they played fast, moved the ball and fired threes until they left the Spurs in their wake, rolling to a 125-104 win on Sunday to even their best-of-7 series, 2-2. Rebounding from a misfiring Game 3 when they made just 11 of 34 threes, going 5 of 24 on three-pointers that were deemed either open or wide open, the Rockets scored so reliably that Spurs coach Greg Popovich spent the fourth quarter clearing his bench, sitting Kawhi Leonard and Aldridge for the duration of the rout. Harden, who briefly had to limp to the Rockets bench when he bumped knees with Patty Mills in the third quarter, took a seat with 5.5 minutes left, having scored 28 points with 12 assists. Pat Beverley, playing after learning of the death of his grandfather on Sunday, had 10 points with a career playoff-high 10 assists. When they were through, the Rockets had made 54.2% of their shots, 44.7% of their threes, and led by as much as 23. Leonard was limited to just 16 points in 30 minutes as the Rockets took a lead 1 minute into the game on a Beverley three and never let it go. By the third quarter, the Rockets were willing to make the game their three-point shooting against the Spurs' size, believing as much as ever that threes would be worth more than twos. The Spurs predictably pounded the ball inside against the small Rockets lineup. The Spurs scored 20 points in the paint in the third quarter. With Nene on his way to the hospital to undergo an MRI on a pulled groin, Ryan Anderson came off the bench in the second half as a backup center. That put Harden on Pau Gasol or Aldridge. On the other end, however, the Rockets poured in threes. The Rockets went 8 of 13 in the third quarter from deep, with Anderson nailing a buzzer beater to end the quarter, with the Rockets' offense rolling as it had in Game 1. From the start, they had been swifter and sharper.